All right. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to D's Divinity, D's Divine Tarot. Thank you for joining in with me today, my beautiful Taurus. Welcome, 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 welcome. Welcome back to all the former subscribers and welcome to all the new subscribers. Once again, thank you all for joining in with me today. As you see from the title of the video, we're going to go ahead and jump into this beautiful monthly energy picker card reading. We're focusing on diving a little bit deeper into this forgiveness energy, which we will get to in just a moment. First job, before we even get started, let me go ahead and top this off with a little prayer because it is very much so needed. To the Most High, Heavenly and Divine, angels, ancestors, spirit guides, I come to you first and foremost saying thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I cannot thank you enough for providing me the opportunity. Thank you for using me. Thank you for allowing me to be a clear and open channel to come forth to the collective with the message that you deem worthy for their highest good. Thank you for allowing me to bring forth the message, the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. So help me God, removing ego and allowing me to bring it straight, no chaser. Thank you. Thank you for my gifts. Thank you for my abilities. Thank you for the blessings that you have bestowed upon us. I pray that the viewer receives this message and whatever it is that you intend for them to resonate with at the time that they view it, I pray that it's uplifting, enlightening, healing, strengthening. I pray that it's a message of protection, guidance, love. Bring forth all the prosperity and abundance that they so seek. All these blessings I ask and give thanks once again. Ashe, Ashe, Ashe-o. All right, my beautiful Taurus. Now, before we just dive on in, because I'm ready. Like I've been ready to get this out for a minute. It should go without saying, please do check the description box for any information that you may want or need to know. And if you have any questions, do not hesitate to let me know. As it states in the description box, these readings are intended to be timeless. Time and energy are fluid, meaning you could have already gone through this, you may currently be going through this, and or this may be a prophetic message if you decide to embrace and embody the energy or advice that Spirit has for you within the reading or readings, okay? Keep in mind that they are general. Not all may apply to you, and that's perfectly okay. Take what resonates, let the rest fly. It may be a message for someone else. I may not even be talking to you nor about you. I may be talking to or about someone to whom you're closely connected, friend, family, or foe. I don't know. Only you know that, all right? Also, roles may be reversed, and I do not subscribe to gender roles as far as male, female. I may say he, she in reference to the masculine and or feminine energies depending on what I feel and read intuitively from the cards, but just because I say she, it could be a male, right? And vice versa. So if the shoe don't fit, don't force it, y'all. Please don't come to me talking about your feet, your toes, them shoes, nor them corns hurt. I didn't do it, you did. Always be self-aware and self-accountable, okay? Use your free will and discernment and you'll be all right, I promise you. All right now. Also, finally, I am big on numerology, so whether or not I call out the number, if you are drawn to it, it is of importance to you. Pay special attention to the message at that time, okay? I don't know what it may be for you, but when I call forth the numbers, I intend to maybe speak on or talk about a little more specifically, like your life path number, you know, the month or day that you're born, maybe the house that you need to pay particular attention to, especially if I call out a sign or, you know, if you're drawn to whatever energy is embodied within that card, okay? However it resonates with you. But it may also be talking about like none of that. It may just be talking about like a lucky number for you, a jersey number for you, you know, yours or your kids if you have them, and or a number you may want to play in the lotto, okay? I don't know, but just take it as it resonates always. All right, with that being said, let's go ahead and, oh yeah, you may notice that it is set up a little bit differently, and this is how it's going to be for the remainder of the year. I like this flow better, and it's pretty in-depth yet concise, right? So prayerfully this will work for you. You still get the message, but I still will do them individually as far as piles. But then if you stay tuned to the end, or once you're finished with your pile, you can skip to the wrap up to see how they coincide collectively, right? Because that's really what it's all about. I tell y'all anyway, if you haven't caught any of the previous PACs, that you are connected as a sign overall anyway. So don't be surprised if you're called to more than one pile. I'm pretty sure there may be multiple messages in, you know what I'm saying, here for you, and within each individual pile for you. I pray that makes sense. You'll know, like, you know that you know. So just go with what you feel and where you're being guided to intuitively, all right? Okay, now I think that's really all. But that's a segue to move into the pile selection, which here is pile number 1. It's Orphaned in reverse, and this is pile number 2, Soulmates, and then pile number 3, To Be Fair. Okay, all right. So as always, please pause the video. As you may can tell, I am out in nature getting that good ass prana, and I've been called to do so, which take advantage of your own energy, Taurus, and get out in nature. However, as you can notice, I can't control what goes on in the background. So, and I'm not right up on a main street, but I'm close enough, obviously, as you can hear. So try to disregard any noise, background noise, or distraction. Just stay here with me, right? I just needed to forewarn you on that. And I can sense that there is likely some frustration for you, because I'm trying my hardest not to get irritated, you know. So, and I'm definitely all up in y'all's energy, and I'll get to it in a minute too, as far as like, as I was shuffling when I get into the channel messages, because I do feel that, you know what I'm saying, frustration and or feeling of potentially like stuckness, or just I don't know what it is for you. I'm sure it'll come out in the reading. But before we get to all of that, because they really just having me really jump on in, pay attention, y'all. Take y'all all the time that you need. Pause the video if you need to. Take your mindful deep breaths. Get into your zen and allow spirit in to lead and guide you to the pile or piles that are meant for you, okay? I'll be here. It's no rush. Whenever you're ready, timestamps will be below. Let's go and grow. Now, getting into your channel messages. The verse of the day for you, dear Taurus, and I was just about to call you a sage, so you very well may have some dealings with a sage. May want to check out that sage reading. I don't know. I was sure about to call you sage for sure. But the verse of the day for you is Galatians 5:24, and it came through at 8:44. So any of those numbers may be of importance to you. 5:24 or even 8:44 may even be your address. It's something about location, because every time I've been called to bring forth the verse and the time that it came through, it's something about location. And who was that? Khalid, how you say his name? Send me your location. How it go? But you. Send me your location. Let's ride the vibration. I don't want. However, y'all know the song Location. Ain't that what it's called? So that's coming through. That wasn't even on it. I only got this one song for y'all, but let me get through the verse first. That's what they just gave to me though. You might be listening to that. That might be your jam. I don't know. So the King James Version, Galatians 5:24, and also any combination therein. So what is 5:24 is what 6:11, right? And then what else? 8:44. That's powerful in and of itself with those fours. Mastery, right? And then stability, and then together they still make an 8, which 88 is again still mastery, eternal, karmic, something like that. Leo, maybe dealing with a Leo. 4th house, something about 4th house and even 8th house. So who was that? Cancer. And who? No, not Scorpio. Who was that? Sage, right? Am I tripping? It is Scorpio, is it not? Let's see. Virgo is 6. Libra 6. Oh, so yeah, it is Scorpio. Okay. Still, it's like something with the sage too. All right. So anyway, let's go on. Galatians 5:24. And they that are Christ have crucified the flesh with the affections and lusts. Okay? It's the King James Version. Reads once again. And they that, no. Ooh. Yeah, that's right. I'm tripping. I'm tripping. Because I thought it was 25. Wow. So that's powerful, y'all, because I thought I was supposed to be reading 25, so let me read that to you. But 5:24 says, and they that are Christ have crucified the flesh with the affections and lusts. 25 reads, Galatians 5:25 reads, if we live in the Spirit, let us also walk in the Spirit. That's powerful, man, because I tell y'all all the time, in order to talk about it, you got to be about it. And that's the only way to be about it, is if you walk with, through it with experience. I'm hearing purged by fire, walk through the fire, something like that. And that may be that sage energy. I see 2 squirrels right now doing their own thing, foraging, something about that. I don't know. You may want to look up the squirrel animal totem. Whew, that's a lot. Hold on, y'all. And then getting into the New Living Translation, the title, they just took me back to the top when I switched over. And the title of this section of the book is talking about freedom in Christ. Powerful. And then we're going to dive into this forgiveness energy. So that is something powerful, I'm telling you. Because even the song is truly unusual. And this is my first time even hearing the song, which I know I'm all over the place and skipping around, but I promise it's going to connect and make sense prayerfully for you. But with this forgiveness energy, and it says the next section, I guess the section that truly your verse comes under, is saying living by the Spirit's power. So that's ooh-wee. But the New Living Translation says, those who belong to Christ Jesus have nailed the passions and desires of their sinful nature to his cross and crucified them there. All right? That sacrifice, right? We're going to get to it. And I'm going to go ahead and read verse 25 in just a second. But once again, the New Living Translation for Galatians 5:24. Those who belong to Christ Jesus have nailed the passions and desires of their sinful nature to his cross and crucified them there. And verse 25 of Galatians 5 reads, since we are living by the Spirit, let us follow the Spirit's leading in every part of our lives. Okay? I just heard live by the gun, die by the gun. And that's powerful because that's a perfect segue into the song that I got for you. Is, like I said, this is quite unusual for me because I don't even know who this is, to be quite honest. I'm sure some of y'all out there might, but it's MO3 and OG Bobby Billions. And the song is Outside, and in parentheses they have Better Days. But when this came up on shuffle, or when I was listening on the playlist or whatever, I was like, oh, this is a dope look. Like it's touching, like it just hit me. I don't know, but what I got out of it, and y'all listen to it, I mean, if you choose, you got the free will, but what I got out of it is somebody's asking for forgiveness for the wrongs committed. Okay? And that's powerful because that is your hitter, right? And then somebody may be gangbanging you or whoever you know or affiliated with, right? They may be gangbanging and then took a life, okay? And this person or individual or whoever, this may have to do with somebody wears a Jesus piece, right? And with that, it's like any type of Jesus piece, I always feel like that's the cross, right? And that's what the verses just said, like take your burdens to the cross, and also I get sacrifice. So somebody that, even if you aren't literally gangbanging or, even affiliated or, then took a life or whatever, I feel like metaphorically it's talking about you have made that sacrifice. Like you have sacrificed your life. You have embodied the Jesus energy. You know what I mean? And just like Jesus did for us, sacrifice, came down, laid down his life for us, to save us. So it's like, you have done the same thing or are doing the same thing in the name of family or trying to take care of your responsibilities for your loved ones or, your children or whoever this may have to deal with. All right. Take it as it resonates. And like I said, somebody still literally had, been gangbanging and literally took a life and is asking for forgiveness because they talk about the bloodshed on the Jesus piece. But as I just said, I feel like that may be, symbolic, or metaphorical for a lot of you. Okay. All right. Now. Whew. Wow. That's a lot, y'all. That is a lot. So, before I even get into your header energy, what I want to say is that during shuffle, as I was getting your cards together, I just felt this, like I told you, briefly before this stuckness, and some of you may truly be feeling like that, and it's frustrating you, because I felt frustrated. I was just, and like I said, trying to not to allow the distractions in life and, you know, anything that's not really pertaining to your higher goal or whatever your mission is. Try not to let that affect me or slash you, you know what I'm saying? Or even, yeah, just basically try not to let it affect you is the advice I feel. And even if it may, because it got me a few times. It's like, great segue and moving into this, it's like, forgive yourself, you know what I mean? First and foremost, for any ill feelings, any ill will, any ill intentions that you may have unknowingly or knowingly brought about, you know. Forgive yourself if you have caused any hurt, harm, or danger to anybody, because really you got to understand, you really only caused it to yourself. And if you, whoever it is literally taking a life, like, you know, with the verse, it's like all is forgiven. That's exactly what it's talking about. You know, if you cast all your cares and leave it at the cross, no matter what you done, because ain't no sin greater than the other, okay? And we have all sinned and fall short of glory. So it don't matter, you know, it really don't matter. And I really, it kind of disturbs me when people get on their high horse or feel like they're holier than thou and want to point the finger and blame, especially like to the murderers, to the adulterers, to the pedophilias, to the whatever, you know what I'm saying? I mean, any low vibrational entity or energy that somebody has found themselves in, it's really the same bar, you know. There's no, I was going to say status, but there's no distinguishing or what's the word? I'm hearing segregation. That ain't the word I'm looking for though. There's no ranking, if you will, of high to low or low to high. You know what I'm saying? No, it's all the same. Whew. I do feel like there's something that, you know, could have been gone. I feel like I said, karmic, because something has been going on for lifetimes. Not Mary J. What's her name? Erykah Badu is coming through. I guess I'll see you next lifetime. No hard feelings. So if this is, you know, having to do with the relationship for you, it's like, just like the card says, I acknowledge that harboring resentment blocks the flow of love. So let go of that ill will, them hard feelings, that ill intent or whatever, them negative vibes. Let go of it. And this may have been something, you know, for many of us, we've taken on karma from ancestors, or, you know what I'm saying, you know, no disrespect or anything to them, but we've just taken on the burdens of freeing ourselves, as it said, freedom in Christ, right? Of relinquishing, breaking that chain. There we go. Because even as I say that, this right here is straight up chain right here. You know what I'm saying? Breaking that cycle, breaking that wheel, breaking that chain. And forgiveness is oh wow, and I just got through talking about this in a personal reading for a beautiful friend of mine, and it came up, I believe, in, who did I just do? Who came before you? Aries. So y'all might want to check them out too. And there was a connection that's powerful, because there was a connection between the two. But the friend of mine is a Taurus, and I definitely was telling this friend that you might want to check out the Aries reading. But still, I was talking about the forgiveness in the 77 times 7, and really it's infinite. You know what I mean? It's infinite. And if God can forgive us infinite over and over and over and over for any shortcomings or, you know what I'm saying, wrongdoings, intentionally or not, right? Then why can't we? But that's the true God energy within us. You know what I mean? To be able to do that, and to be able to still be in that vibe of agape love no matter what anybody has done or said. You know what I'm saying? So it's powerful. I don't know, it don't even really matter who this has to deal with, because I feel like I was saying, it starts with you, you know. Forgive yourself as well as others for any trespasses. I mean, that's part of the holy prayer, right? Anyway, forgive them, for they know not what they do, is what Christ said as he was being hung on the cross, right? Shoot, this may be somebody very much so close to you, and that generally is how it happens. And I was telling this friend too that you got to understand that anybody, actually I think this was another group of friends that I was talking to, but it still is like, we have to realize to, or try to anyway, when anything arises, especially conflict, you got to be able to remove yourself from the situation and not take it personal, because we do that too much. You know what I'm saying? Excuse me. A lot of the times what people go through, and when they lash out or project, it has nothing to do with you. I mean, yeah, they may be saying hurtful things to you in that moment in time, but in all actuality, it's personal to them. What they, that's why I tell y'all, whatever y'all say and do, be careful, because it comes back on you. You really doing that to yourself. And so that's just it. You got to remember that when somebody else going through it, right? Just as well as when you go through it. It's really a mirror or reflection. So take heed. I don't know who this is for, but it's powerful. Anyway, let's get on into this, because I don't want to keep y'all too long. So pile recap once again. Pile number 1 is Orphaned in reverse. Pile number 2 is Soulmates, and pile number 3 is To Be Fair. Okay, timestamps are below. Whenever you're ready, let's go and grow. All right, look, I was about to call y'all Aries. Boy. Y'all want to check that reading out for real. Anyway, Taurus, for those of you who chose this pile number 1, this is the pile, and these are the messages for you. Let's keep in mind we're diving deeper into this forgiveness energy, acknowledging that harboring resentment blocks the flow of love. And if you missed or skipped the intro or channel messages, I highly recommend that you go back and look that over. Have a good look at it and listen to it. Hold on. All right, you guys. So, and diving into your topper energy here, we have Orphaned in reverse. And I love that this is in reverse with the number 5. You are definitely going through, or have gone through, a tumultuous cycle, conflict, whatever. And with this card being orphaned, it's like some of you have truly maybe felt like you were alienated, orphaned, right? Left for, I'm saying, I just heard left for dead, left for scraps. I don't know. I pray y'all ain't at the other end of that gang banging story. You know what I mean? I do feel like some of you may truly be coming out the dark night of the soul, and hopefully you're seeing it for what it is. The advice is to do so. There's something about a balancing here. Light and dark come out of, like I said, that darkness, come into the light, Carol Ann. Something about it. I do feel that there's true growth and potential here on the brighter side of things, but it depends on your perspective and how you look at it, right? The 5, this is you. I do feel like this is straight up you and your energy, because I'm getting and hearing the Hierophant and throat chakra, which you rule over the throat chakra, Taurus. So I do feel like this is you. All right. Maybe there's something that you need to say, you know, like I said, to yourself first and foremost. Forgive yourself. And I do feel like there's something maybe you need to say to someone else in regards to, especially if this has to do with someone else, in regards to your feelings of feeling left out in the cold or whatever else, you know. Let's go ahead and see what they have to say to you from the guidebook. I flipped right past it and turned to number 4, which comes obviously before it. Higher power is what that card is called. So check it. And even in that 4 energy, there may be something there to stabilize you in relying on your higher power. Okay, so the message for Orphan begins on 16, and for what I'm going to read to you, it finishes on page 19. So any of those numbers therein. Okay. Meanings: a sense of loss, an identity crisis, recognizing that you don't fit in, the need to belong, uncertainty about your place. Okay. The Oracle's message reads: we are all meant to have connections with other people, within our families, society, and a larger culture. No man is an island, and it's important to recognize when being, quote, a part of, end quote, rather than, quote, separate from, end quote, is essential to your well-being. The issue at hand is the need to find where you fit. Be true to your core truths and values. Perhaps you no longer identify with a group or community the way you did before and need to find a new situation. You might be feeling a deep sense of loss or confusion. Address the need for belonging and know that you will find your place with others of like mind and spirit. It is okay to let go of pressure to fit in. Not everyone will understand you. It's time to move on. All right. And if this has to do with the relationship for you, it says, as you shift and evolve and commit to your own growth, you long for support, but may be disappointed and hurt by others who are not providing what you feel you deserve. Perhaps you are drifting away from this relationship because you're in a different stage of personal growth. Perhaps you are in a new relationship and discovering that you don't share the same values and beliefs, so you feel left out. unable to get to that intimate place of safety and belonging. Take heart, as Spirit knows you and loves you and will steer you in the direction of those who accept you as you are without artifice or agenda. Don't compromise yourself to belong. It won't be worth the price. I pray y'all take heed. And the prosperity message reads, this card reminds you that you can't be all things to all people. You are not going to be popular with everyone, and that has to be okay with you. Be clear about your mission, your brand, your world. Nope. Be clear about your mission, your brand, your work persona, and your contribution to the world, as these must be based on what you authentically have to offer, not something you think will sell or you perceive, quote, they want. You will attract abundance by being completely yourself. Stay in your true lane. That's what they said, but it reads, stay in your own lane, okay? That's where you will shine and where you'll experience prosperity. And then finally, the protection message, which this is what you need to pay attention to the most, especially with this card being in reverse, okay? The shadow side of this card speaks to the essence of abandonment. Perhaps you feel a need to remain apart because intimacy is too threatening. It also warns against creating inappropriate family structures in order to conceal old wounds. It's time to address the unhealthy alliances you formed and make a decision to heal the past. You will not be abandoned by the world if you claim yourself as whole. Not all relationships are dysfunctional, and not all of them will disappoint you. Don't abandon yourself. You can connect to others in a healthy way once you recognize your patterns and consciously choose to interpret them. It says to and consciously to choose to interrupt them, right? Especially those old patterns that don't serve you. But you need to interpret them as well. Like why do you consistently behave that way or do it that way? You know what I'm saying? Shut down or whatever it is, because I do feel that, like I said, especially, or get frustrated, you know what I'm saying? That stubbornness. Like why do you revert to that in times of stress or the cicadas are talking, honey. Check it though. Really, really dig deep and interpret it and break that chain, that cycle, yeah? Alright, and then it says life wants to love you. Let it, okay? I pray it's time. It is time, and that is done. Ending on page 19 with that potentially being a 10 or a 1. It's time to end and break this chain, right? And begin anew. I pray that it resonates with you. So let's go on and see what they got to say. I definitely ain't trying to keep you all day. Alright, first out, look at that. 10 of Wands in reverse. Beautiful. It's time to lay them burdens down. Move on, my beautiful Taurus. Again, I was about to call you Sage. This very well may have something to do with the Sage, but I feel like they just want you to embody that Sage energy, that fire energy, that passionate energy to just go. Move. Look, I'll go if I have to go. You might gotta go by yourself. Like it said, you are never alone anyway. You always got spirit behind you, backing you, supporting you, guiding you. But you may gotta separate yourself from this group, especially if it's or a relationship or whoever it may be. You know what I'm saying? Especially if it's not serving you. Only you know and feel that. So go with what you know. Trust yourself. Look, go with what you feel and what you know. Queen of Cups, Cancerian energy. Be open and vulnerable, y'all. Listen to your heart. And I hear you saying, or somebody saying, speak to my heart, Lord. Yeah. But you got to be open. You know what I'm saying? You got to let yourself be free. Transmute that energy. That's your power, right? Some of y'all may truly be empaths, healers, nurturers. You're seeking someone in that respect. But this is about emotional balance. And it don't just have to be a Cancer, but that's what it is generally for me. It could be any water sign, Pisces or Scorpio. All right? And then finally you got, look at here. Boy, look at here. That Tower energy. Changes. Definitely may be a Scorpio here. That's what I always get with this Tower. That's exactly what it speaks on, is changes, right? Scorpionic energy talks about that transformation, the 16 potentially being the 7, talking about going on this journey. But even in that 5 energy, that's all about growth, transformation, movement, right? Change. Yeah. I pray y'all take heed. I pray you do. That's short and sweet and to the point, my dear. Get me about to call you Scorpio. Taurus. I pray that it resonates with you. If it does, you know what to do. For those of you who are new, that means comment your testimonies down below. You never know how this may help someone grow. especially and including yourself, though, yeah? And if someone comes to mind, please do like, share, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. I truly appreciate that. If you're joining me for another pile, I'll see you there. If not, please take care. Until the next one, y'all, don't forget your love and light, because it makes everything all right. All right? Peace. All right, my beautiful Taurus, for those of you who chose this pile number 2, this is the pile, and these are the messages for you. Let's keep in mind that we're diving deeper into this forgiveness energy, acknowledging that harboring resentment blocks the flow of love. All right? Don't allow it to do that. Don't allow yourself to do that, right? And diving into your topper energy, this is something powerful for y'all, because this 41 potentially is a 5. And if you didn't check out pile 1, you might want to. 5s are big for y'all, but I feel like overall it's just talking about this major transformation that you're needing to go through. And as I said from the channeling, I do feel like it may be very emotional, but it's also like your mindset, your beliefs, or behavior. Something needs to truly change, and because it may be affecting, especially those of you who chose this pile, it may be affecting your relationship, okay? And soulmate can be anybody, right? It doesn't just have to be romantic. It can be a family member, a friend, whatever, whoever, right? So yeah, I do feel like it's talking about that divine feminine and masculinity coming together, and this can just be within you. You know what I'm saying? Somebody has the key to your heart. And I feel like that masculine energy has the key to your heart. And like I said, it just very well may be within you. Again, there's a theme or some kind of advice of opening up and being vulnerable. Okay? Let's see what they have to say to you from the guidebook. And oh, yes, thank you, Spirit. They are present with this wind picking up. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Whew, it's confirmation. I pray you take heed. All right, look, I turned to chop wood. That's like, get on with it, right? Time to get down to the nitty gritty. All right, so the message begins on 154, which is what, 10, right? Them 5s and 10s. Oh gosh. And then we're gonna end for what I'm gonna read to you on page 156, 111. Check it. Something big about this new beginning for you. You got to go through the change first, okay? All right. Meanings: harmonious partnerships, love, friendship, companionship, a relationship fostering personal growth. I'm telling y'all, that's what it's about for majority of you. The Oracle's message: you are meant to evolve and transform with the companionship of others. Certain people enter into your life in order to take you to the next level of healing, consciousness, and authenticity. It is always a reciprocal experience, although the results for each of you will vary. You know these people by the strong pull drawing you toward them, and sometimes by a strong aversion to them initially too. Soulmates can be friends for life, or remain in your life for only a short time. No matter what, you will be changed in ways you can't possibly fathom now. Pay attention to these people today. They are your greatest gifts. And of course, I'm feeling the relationship message for a majority of you, so that's what we're going to pay particular attention to, I hope, okay? It says, consider love. Mind you, this is on page 155. What is that, 11, right? But just even those 5s, I'm telling you. Consider love in the deepest sense. Love so powerful that you will never be the same, regardless of how long your relationship lasts. Consider friendships and romantic bonds so compelling that they overwhelm you with gratitude, or break you open so you will finally claim who you were meant to be. Even a companion animal reminds you that it is you who is being rescued and healed. Pay attention, for you are the presence of a soulmate, come to guide you home to the real you. I think, did I read that right? Hold on. It says, yeah, that says, pay attention, for you are, pay attention, for you are in the presence of a soulmate, come to guide you home to the real you, your true authenticity. I thought I said something about that. If not, I know I mentioned it in the Aries reading, which you definitely want to check out, okay? All right. And why not? I guess we'll go ahead and read the prosperity message, although I feel like it's more so talking about, like I said, a relationship for majority of you. But the prosperity message reads, strategic alliances are most important right now. These black ants are crawling all on me, y'all. Check it. They may be a spirit guide told them for you. But anyway, it says strategic alliances are most important right now as you begin to attract the perfect people to support your dreams. This is a journey you will share with others. Mentors, business partners, helpers, employees, creative partners, friends, and strangers open doors for you and step through the portal to join you in a harmonic dance of collaboration, commitment, and co-creation. This is what you've been waiting for. All right? My beautiful Taurus, you got to accept it though. Be open to receive it. That's the part of opening, unlocking your heart to be vulnerable. That's what they just said, okay? So I pray you are open to receive this assistance, this guidance, this transformation, this beautiful growth potential through these individuals or individual, you know? All right. Yeah. See, be open to receive. I feel like I said, I feel it in the orphan, and you definitely are connected to power one because they are to you. But, I just feel like some of you there's been a little discontentment. You felt like you had to alienate yourself or even, leave or isolate yourself from a particular group of people that really haven't been serving your highest good. Or maybe, you just outgrown them. You know what I mean? You are growing beyond. Didn't I say something with something about them 5s and 10s? And look, both of y'all start out with the 5 and then start out with the 10 as your first card. So some kind of cycle, some kind of something has to end, in order to, and that's funny that both of these 10s are in reverse. Don't resist this change, I will say. Please lay those burdens down, as I told the Pile 1, which, it seems that you are or will or need to. But yeah, please do so if you haven't already, okay? It has to end. In order for you got all these 1s coming out for you. That's your newness, your, bright new beginning. Yeah, I just heard alternative. So if you've been praying for something to change, here's your chance. You know what I'm saying? Go for it. Wow, 6 of Cups in reverse. This may have to do with someone from your past, even maybe someone from your childhood. I told y'all, and going back to this forgiveness energy, it could be lifetimes ago. I guess I'll see you next lifetime. Somebody may have tried to come back, you know what I'm saying, in your life from the past, but you said no, you resisting this. I don't know. And now I'm hearing Mary J. Real love. I'm searching for a real love. Someone to take my heart. Real love. I'm searching for a real love. What she say? When I met you, how she said? Dang, how I forget the words like that, y'all? I don't know. Go check it out, man. Somebody singing it loud, real loud. Look at here. Did not, man, Sage coming through strong for you. And that's what you're needing. Balance, peace, wait for divine timing. And it is time. They are here for you. That is no coincidence. These are mirror energies numerically. 41 and the 14. No coincidence whatsoever, y'all. This is a stabilizing relationship, and it's for a reason. The 5, you had to go through this, like I said, tumultuous journey, even in the orphan here, to understand who is for you and who's not, to be able to strengthen and use your discernment to know who's meant for you. And it's okay, and it's no tea, no shade to anybody who you've had to let go, because I do see you've let go. The advice is to, if you haven't already. But yeah, no tea, no shade to them. It's just that, like I said, I see you've outgrown them. And don't let anybody make you feel less than or other than who you are and the strong soul and beautiful soul at that you are, Taurus, because just because they want to stay the same or stay stuck or whatever. Because I do feel like, and that may be your frustration, is that somebody else you're trying to carry along. And why they said carry, because it's like a burden to you. You know what I'm saying? It's their weight. That's what's going back to the song. Better days. You done tried to carry this person and ended up sacrificing yourself for what? That is their weight. You gotta let it go, baby. Like I said, there's no tea, no shade to that person, but it's time to drop that load, honey, and move on. Right? That's powerful, though. I receive it. Thank you. I pray you do too, my dear Taurus. And I'm about to call you Sage. God, some of y'all, who is it? Please comment down below. Who is it? Are you dealing with a Sage? You got Sage heavy in your chart? Are you cross watching for this Taurus Sage? Whoever you are, somebody, something. Because I keep wanting to call y'all Sage. But anyway, that's what I got for you, dear Taurus. I pray that it resonates. If it does, you know what to do. For those of you who are new, that means comment down below. You never know how it may help someone grow, especially and including yourself though. Yeah, pray that's what you're here for. If someone comes to mind, like I said, please like, share, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. I truly appreciate that and thank you for that. If you're joining me for another pile, I'll see you there. If not, take care. Y'all be easy. Be easy. Nurture and heal yourself, all right? You have to. And forgive yourself. I mean, you ain't got to do shit, but if you want to get past this, you need to, okay? I love you and I thank you once again. Deuces. All right, my beautiful Taurus, for those of you who chose this pile number 3, this is the pile and these are the messages for you. Let's not forget, we're diving deeper into this forgiveness energy, acknowledging that harboring resentment blocks the flow of love, baby. It's time to let go. Let go and let God. Move on. And diving into your topper energy here with the to be fair, we got the number 38 potentially being an 11. Y'all, them ones. Y'all hitting them ones every single pile. Excuse me, there's something about a new beginning, right? But you got to go through I've been telling both these piles, you might want to check them out if you haven't already. You got to go through it because these both are 5s and they start off with these 10s. So something has to end so that you can begin anew, because 10s are potentially a 1 as well, right? Step into the new. Forgive yourself and move on, right? Don't harbor any ill will or resentment in doing so. And that's the wisdom. And look, y'all may be dealing with a Libra because she got them scales right there. She balanced. And this is justice energy for me. And it's knowledge and wisdom and truth here. Wow, and that's powerful because Libra is the 11. Justice, same difference. Justice or the Libra energy in the tarot is the 11, right? That ain't no coincidence, y'all. That's powerful. Some of y'all may be going through, because I don't know, somebody going through a court case. Somebody going through maybe dealing with the law. Your person may be part of the system. You know what I mean? Oh, wow. Going back to the song, somebody truly caught a charge. You know what I'm saying? Got a case. Got to go through an indictment or something like that. It is, because I even told y'all, even in this forgiveness and with those 8s in the verse, the time that the verse came through, somebody got to receive their karma. It is what it is. I pray nothing but love and light and healing, but it's all for a purpose. I hear, it's not funny, but I hear Cop in the Hat. That's one of my favorite movies growing up. If you can't do the time, don't do the crime. That's what he say. With Devin. All right, so let me go on and see what they gotta say to you from the guidebook. Okay. Here we go. Okay. I don't know if there's a plane or a car or what, but honey, that thing loud. So I'm just trying to let it pass. But look, I can't wait all day. Some of y'all are truly impatient or frustrated with whoever this is. I don't know, something not moving fast enough for you, baby. I feel you, man. Whoever, woman, look, I feel you. Feel your energy, and it's just calm down, Taurus. Okay, just try to be balanced. Look, that's perfect, because for those of y'all who chose this pile, because it's like you need that balance in your life. Wow, that's that sage energy too. You need that. So anyway, the message begins on 143. What is it? That's an 8. Woo. What goes up must come down. Okay. And for what I'm going to read to you, it goes through 145, which is what a 10, right? Potentially a 1. Any of those numbers therein, in between, take heed, okay? To be fair, the meanings: balance, justice, a need to consider options, mutual benefit, the law of cause and effect. That's karma, yeah? Essentially. Okay, the Oracle's message reads, life offers experiences that are challenging and experiences that are nourishing, yet over time they strike a balance. You move from being from stasis to doing, from discovering to loving to letting go, to being again. Life is a pendulum swinging between all those states, or all these states. You will always oscillate back and forth between doing and being. If you are not content with where you are at this moment, remember that all experiences have their place. Accept them without judgment, and you will see how the universe adjusts in perfect balance. You reap what you sow. What I tell you, karma. For every cause, there is an effect. Wondrous things will be revealed now, okay? If this has to do with the relationship for you, it says, can you find a way to achieve fairness right now? This is a time for listening as well as speaking. Oh, I'm so sorry. Hold on. I crack myself up, y'all, because what I was getting ready to say as soon as I unpaused this is like, I hope I didn't disturb the peace too much. And that's literally like right here, peace, justice. Some of y'all might literally be going to the justice of the peace. I don't know. Shoot. Anyway, so if this has to do with the relationship for you, it says, can you find a way to achieve fairness right now? This is a time for listening as well as speaking, for understanding as well as asking to be understood. This is much to be learned, and you will learn it if you remain open and objective, weighing options and considering all sides. Your heart wants to connect to others, so allow for a balanced exchange of ideas and actions. The best kind of relationship is one. Y'all, these little bugs keep crawling on me, and look, they got me messing up the camera. Hold on. Oh my goodness. Okay. We're going to get it right. We're going to get it together. So, your heart wants to connect to others, so allow for a balanced exchange of ideas and actions. The best kind of relationship is one in which there's a mutual benefit and each party feels heard, valued, and respected. Be fair to all, okay? And the prosperity message reads, now is the time for even exchanges. Justice will prevail. You will be treated accordingly. In all your affairs, you will be able to negotiate fair settlements. Mutual gain is the gift to you and your partners and colleagues. This is also a good time to square your finances and take stock of how you're compensated for your work. This card signifies balance, justice, and negotiations, so remember that all things must be fairly recompensed. Keep this as your truth, and so it will be. All right? Take heed. I pray you listen. Look, these, they trying to come get me, y'all. All right, let's go and grow. Oops, I'm trying to take your center card away. All right, first look, the star in reverse. There's needing to be a healing first and foremost. Like I said, allow yourself to go through this transformation. Allow whatever you need to let go, let go. You know what I mean? That's powerful because you got the tower here in Power 1, which honestly, I forgot to even mention to Power 1. This actually came out like sideways, almost as if it wanted to kind of turn in reverse. But, I decided to take it upright. So, this is underscoring that I feel like some of you may truly be resisting this change or transformation or this healing that needs to occur. Once again, you got an 8 potentially. The 17 may, can reduce to an 8. Maybe dealing with an Aquarius. I do feel like you need to be, it's that air energy in that you need to be a free thinker and like be rational and fair. You know what I'm saying? Like it says in your topper. You need to be patient with yourself. I feel like some of you may be trying to rush. Like I said, your wishes and desires and your wish fulfillment, I don't feel like it's quite time yet. It will come in divine time here in this temperance energy. But you're going to have to be patient with yourself and others at this time. You know what I'm saying? Look at here, because this is a powerful lesson of self-love here. Self-love is the best love, that agape love. Forgiving yourself, that's what where it's coming from. All right, opening yourself up, like I said, and being vulnerable. It's amazing. You got straight up cups energy right here across the center row. That is no coincidence right there, and that your heart is the center, right, of your world, of your universe. And there's something about you needing to be balanced and stabilized in that, like I said from the get-go. And of course in your mind, which prayerfully you don't have too much air energy out here. We got Aquarius and Libra, but it's not really a whole lot of overthinking or overanalyzing, which is good, right? But I do want to see this star upright. I would rather see it that way. Something about being realistic. That's what I just heard. I don't know who or what that's talking about. And look, as I say, you don't have much air energy. You get the 9 of Swords, one of the not so greatest energies in the deck, right? And right as I said, no overthinking, overanalyzing. Here it is. So I gotta eat my words, right? But the advice though, like I said, is to get, especially with this Ace of Cups being center of your reading here, is to get in your heart space and be more emotionally tapped in so that you can make a more loving decision, right? Some of you may have felt like, because they're taking me back to the song, that you sacrificed your heart, your love, and yourself, as it said, I believe, in the Orphaned. So But that's okay, because that's how you learn and grow, right? And that's the powerful lesson, and that's strength right there, is being vulnerable. You know, not being not holding back or being overprotective. Put yourself out there. It's okay. And even if you get hurt, put yourself out there again. That's growth. That's strength. You know, that's power. So I pray that it resonates, y'all. If it does, you know what to do. For those of you who are new, that means comment your testimonies down below. You never know how this may help someone grow, especially in including yourself, though. Yeah. And if someone comes to mind, please do like, share, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. I appreciate that, and thank you truly for that. If you're joining me for another pile, I will see you there. If not, please take care. And if you're joining me for another PAC, I will see you there. Please, please, please take care. Also, stay tuned for your wrap-up, and you will see how this all comes together. And I pray that you have received something of importance, or guidance and healing, as I already prayed for in the beginning. Thank you once again, dear Taurus. And please don't forget your love and light, because it truly makes everything all right. Deuces. All right, my beautiful Taurus, welcome. Welcome to your wrap-up. Thank you so very much for joining me today. Thank you for your time and attention. I will not keep you any or too much longer, let me say that. So let's go on and get into this, okay? As you know, the header for the month and the energy that we're diving deeper into is forgiveness. The card, look at that. I hope y'all saw that. I hope y'all caught that on camera. That beautiful butterfly came in for just a second, but that's your transformative energy. And that's exactly what I was going to say as we dive into this card. It says, I acknowledge that harboring resentment blocks the flow of love, and hopefully you will learn and know to grow. You got to transform out of this. All right. If you didn't check out the intro of the channel messages, I highly recommend you go back and do so. This is only a recap. I'm not going to dive any deeper into that. You know what I mean? But this may have something to do with going back even lifetimes, right? This may have something to do with ancestral karma, something about breaking the chain of that cycle. And especially with the Six of Cups in reverse within being the center of your overall reading, that definitely may have something to do with your family, generational cycles and all of that. I do see and feel that you will break it as long as you take heed to the advice and really put in the work, which most of you, I do see that happening. You know what I'm saying? But you got to really take heed on what the lesson is, and it's all about forgiveness and that unconditional agape love, okay? Diving into pile 1 topper energy, we have Orphaned in reverse with the number 5. This is powerful because, as I already said, the 5s in and of themselves can be that conflicting, very difficult, tumultuous energy. But with this being in reverse, it's beautiful because I do see and feel that many of you are understanding that you are never alone. You're coming out of that, hopefully coming out of that, victim mentality, feeling rejected, understanding that rejection is God's protection, and you see that, the group or community that you are leaving or feeling rejected from, are not for your highest good, and you just outgrowing them, right? It may have been burdensome, and you realizing you got to let that go. Hopefully and prayerfully, you're still allowing yourself to open up and be vulnerable so that you can receive, and so that the universe can send you the ones who are truly meant for you, right? But you have to go through this tower energy, scorpionic energy here, and that transformation, like I said, with that butterfly spirit coming to show you that this is your confirmation, okay? Moving on into center, pile 2, talking about the soulmate energy, and that's beautiful for you because, again, 41 potentially being a 5, is something big about the 5s, the 10s, the 1s in this entire reading for you, dear. Look, I was about to call you Scorpio. And I was just about to say Sage. Taurus, my God, who is dealing with the Scorpio/Sage or have that heavy in their chart? Please let me know down below, because that keeps coming through. But whoever this is, it definitely, and it may be multiple people, has to do with that soulmate. I feel like a tribe, because especially with this 10 of Cups coming through, even though it's in reverse, I feel like you had to let go of one tribe, soulmate, or group of soulmates in order to receive the new, because I told y'all are growing, y'all are ascending, and when you level up, so too does everything around you. You understand what I'm saying? So you may have had to reject somebody from your past who may have tried to come back, or may have even tried to keep you, because I told you from the general intro that stuckness I felt, they may have tried to keep you stuck or whatever. And the advice is to let them, let it go, because you have to make sure that you yourself, dear, I'll call you Sage again, dear Taurus, you got to make sure that you yourself are balanced, right, in order to heal. Facing your own shadow sides. I just heard demons, because like I said in the song, whatever wrongs you may have committed, whatever low vibrational entities you allowed to overcome you at whatever point in time in your life, you hopefully let that go, bring that to the surface, forgive yourself for that, and move on, right? All right, and moving into your third and final topper, we got, to be fair, the number 38 potentially being 11. I told y'all something about them ones. This is justice energy, Libran energy. It's all about balance, peace, even harmony. So that is overall what you're hoping to achieve. And I feel like, especially here with the Ace of Cups being center of your reading, this is coming into balance within your heart and mind, because some of y'all have truly been in this anxietous, overthinking, overanalyzing, stressful freaking energy, right? Just mentally manipulating and playing mind games with yourself. I don't know, or someone else, allowing someone else to do so. But I hear never no more. That's what I just heard. Never no more. Could have been an Aquarius, especially with this star coming out in reverse. Doesn't have to be. It really doesn't even matter. But there's definitely needed to be healing, and like I said, balance here within both of these areas, especially your heart way. There's an opportunity for a new, like Mary J came through, real love, a new and real opportunity, right? That's more aligned with you. That's likely why that star is in reverse, because whatever this was potentially from your past, it's no longer in alignment with you. You understand? Moving into your overall energy for the toppers is this beautiful 47. Once again, potentially 11. Wow, that's powerful. And as you see, Spirit is telling you to go the distance as they bring forth. Thank you for that vibe, Spirit. Thank you for your energy. Thank you for your presence. The wind done picked up. I don't know if you can tell or hear it, but they're here, and this is confirmation for you. So go for it, my dear. Okay? Don't let anything hold you back. And cheetahs move fast, so just be careful in that you're not moving too hastily. But still, when you know, go after what you feel is true and dear to your heart. You know what I mean? Okay, and then the bottom of the deck, overall energy for the tarot, is the Knight of Pentacles. This can be any earth sign. Virgo a little bit stronger, maybe even Taurus. I feel like this is you, because I generally always get your energy with this anyway. But again, slow and steady wins the race. But they want you to take don't move in haste, but move quickly in what you. I know that sounds crazy, and that made me like what you talking about, girl? But I see some of y'all faces go like what? But what I'm trying to say is go after what it is. Move with that fiery, passionate energy after what you want, but understand that slow and steady wins the race. Okay, Rome wasn't built in a day. You're not gonna conquer everything overnight. You understand what I'm saying? Be methodical about it, and just be patient with yourself. Be gentle with yourself. That's why that Virgo energy was coming through strong, because they want you to truly nurture and heal yourself. Okay, and watch it work. I'm going to read to you the Go the Distance, and then we'll wrap this on up, all right? Look, I turned to 48, which is the next card after it, and it's Poised. Take heed, y'all. That's what I was trying to say, I guess. You know what I mean? What I was just telling you to go after what you want passionately. Don't hold back on what it is you desire, but also be patient and gentle and kind. Be poised in going after what it is you want and desire. Okay, so the message begins on 176 and potential. What is that? 13, 14, which is a 5. I'm telling y'all. And then it ends on what I'm gonna read to you anyway. Ends on 178, which is what 15, 16, a 7. Okay, potentially any of the numbers in between as well. All right. It says the meanings: endurance, strength, the long haul, and that strength is that Leo fire energy. Yes. The Oracle's message, it says, to bring your dream to life, you must think long term and pay no attention to the fluctuations in the current of your experience. Hold on. Okay. Joy and disappointment commingle with opportunities, so there is no need to fear the occasional obstacle. Life is not a sprint. This card is a reminder that you have endurance, strength, and fortitude to carry you all the way. Remain true to yourself. Your authenticity alone will keep you in alignment with the energy of miracles. What is yours will never be withheld from you. Remember that, right? If this has to do with the relationship for you, it says, you either are in or are calling in a harmonious relationship that can stand the test of time, for better or worse. And that's powerful because you got soulmate energy at the center here. And I told y'all it will definitely be a stabilizing and balancing one. So that's all about that harmony. Even that 6 energy, which is center of your reading, that's exactly what that talks about. Balance, harmony, love, peace, joy, all that. All that. So for better or worse, as you ride the ups and downs and even strain, break yourself and are remade in new growth, you are being redeemed by the power of regeneration. Harmony does not mean there will never be a wrong note played, but that the relationship is marked by endurance and dedication to overall unity. A new song can be written, an instrument can be tuned, and the symphony of love will play on. Listen with your heart. Isn't it magnificent? That's powerful because I told y'all, even right here, it's central, you know, focusing on your heart here. I told y'all in the Queen of Cups, that's all about opening up and being vulnerable. And even in the Ace of Cups, same thing. You know, there's a brand new opportunity of love being presented to you. What will you do with it? How will you use it? Will you take care of it? Will you be gentle? Or will you always do what you've always done? And the prosperity message reads, your most precious dreams are not about instant gratification, but enduring prosperity. This is a time to think long-term and engage in continued action. You will experience momentum building as you translate the ebb and flow into slow and steady movement forward. That's what I told y'all, that Knight of Pentacles. All right. Let's see. Your efforts, ideas, and hard work now can lead to greater riches than you can imagine. Stoke the fire so that an uninterrupted stream of energy is available to support you in all the phases of manifestation. Be assured that you're in the right place right now, okay? That's powerful, y'all. I pray that this resonates with you, dear Taurus. If it does, you know what to do. For those of you who are new, that means comment your testimonies down below. You never know how this may help someone grow, especially and including yourself, though, okay? If someone comes to mind, please do like, share, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. I appreciate that. Thank you very much for that. If you're joining me for another PAC, I will see you there. If not, y'all, please take care. Until the next one, don't forget your love and light. It truly makes everything all right. Peace.